Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. As you may have noticed, one, I haven't uploaded in feels like a while, and then secondly, I have got a haircut. It's so short, I feel like a 1920s schoolgirl. But yeah, new stuff. But today I'm gonna be doing something a little different. As some of you guys may know, I'm literally obsessed, in love, and everything else in between with Harry Potter. And today I have decided to do a top 10 thing. This is inspired by a YouTuber I watch called TheBakeey, and she does basically a load of Harry Potter videos, and I'm in love with it. So she did this thing called her top 10 Harry Potter deaths that upset her, upset people the most, and I thought I'd try because of all the deaths of the people that I love upset me really, really much, and I just thought I'd give it a go. So these are my top 10 Harry Potter deaths that upset me the most. 10 being number 1 obviously being the one that upset me the absolute most, that'd be 1, and then 10 is the one that upset me a lot, but not as much as number 1. So you get it, all the deaths upset me, but and let's begin. So number 10, this kind of counts as just 1 and 2, but it'd be James and Lily Potter, mostly because obviously it's just sad that his parents had to, he died and stuff and things like that. But you kind of see, because if they didn't die, we wouldn't have the whole Harry Potter fandom and love for it we've got. But it's just really upsetting, especially because then Harry had to go to the Dursleys and lived basically a horrible 11 years of his life, and then when he got to go to Hogwarts it was better, but still kind of missing this thing because of his parents being there. So that's number 10. My number 9 is Mad-Eye Moody, or other people know Professor Moody. One of probably the best auras in the entire wizarding world. Like it says in the books and movies, half Azkaban was filled because of him. And it was just the death. These are from the movies' point of view, not the books' point of view, because I've read all the books and watched all the movies. But this is from the movies' point of view, because if you read the books, they explain deaths much more. But if you watch the movies, some of them, they're not really shown or explained. But I feel like Mad-Eye upset me the most because probably the most he was a strong wizard, and obviously he was quite powerful. But then when Bill comes in, Deathly Hallows Part 1, and I should really put a spoiler alert in this. If you haven't watched them, don't continue watching. I'm gonna ruin everything. When Bill Weasley comes in Deathly Hallows Part 1 and just says that he's dead, it hits you. It's probably a really powerful, strong wizard / ex-aura was just killed. You just think that means anyone really can now. It just shows how bad that it was during that time in Harry Potter, and you just think something's on fire. Sorry, oh, that's not me. And you just think, wow, it kind of hits you a bit. My number 8, can I count? Yes, 8 is Cedric Diggory. I love him so much. A really great Hufflepuff. Obviously a really dedicated and nice, strong character. Hufflepuff seeker. You just think, why? When I'm reading, watching the movies, when you see him die, it may be quick, but it just hits you, especially when Harry brings his body back after the goblet, after he gets to the graveyard and got killed, brings his body back, and the way he's just crying over his body, and obviously Cedric's dad just comes in and starts yelling about that's how his son. The whole crowd's just standing there and watching, and you just think it's just really sad. And like the words that Voldemort said was just kill the spare. You see, he wasn't a spare. He was a really strong, dedicated character to everything. Like, he knew what he was doing when he was putting his name in the goal, but he didn't. No one knew that the end was going to happen. And you just think he didn't really have to die, but because of frickin' Voldemort was there, he did. My number 7, again, this is like the James and Lily one. It's Remus Lupin and Nymphadora Tonks. I hated their death so much. I thought, one, it was sad, but like, you just, like, especially in the movies, they don't show their relationship so much. You only see them together, like, holding hands and hugging a couple of times in, like, near the last movies. But like I said in the books, like, their relationship is stronger. But like, the way the shot moves, when you show them dead, they're just lying there and they're holding hands, and it's just, it hits you, especially since Tonks was pregnant, and then she gave birth, and now their son Teddy Lupin is like, just like, it's basically like James and Lily. Teddy's gonna be growing up really without his parents, and it's kind of really sad. Okay. Number six, yeah. Number 6 is Albus Dumbledore. Now, if you didn't find his death upsetting, you just think, what the hell? Why didn't you think this? It's kind of like when James and Lily died to Harry. He lost someone who was just there for him. Basically, Albus was Dumbledore was like a father to Harry, and to watch, like, he legit watched him die. Again, you just think it's sad, and you just want to jump into the screen and save him. That's what I felt anyway. I'm not sure about any of you guys, but it's just really sad, especially because one, Draco was kind of forced into doing it, but didn't really end up doing it. Then Snape, one of Dumbledore's oldest friends, ended up having to kill him. And you can tell he didn't want to, but oh my god, camera, he did. Again, you just think that it's just sad. And number 5 is Hedwig. Hedwig's, again, in movies, if you haven't read the books, in the movies, you people miss that that Hedwig got killed. Obviously when you're reading the books, it becomes more clear to you. But the way that Harry again sees Hedwig was whenever, obviously he had friends at Hogwarts, and it was great. But whenever he was away from Hogwarts, he was at the Dursleys. Hedwig was just there just to remind him that Hogwarts is just not that far away. And then the way that he just screams when he's running, when you see Hedwig die, you can just see it's always animal deaths get me really hard. But in Harry Potter, I feel obviously the other deaths hit me hard because the characters are just too amazing, and I don't feel one should have died. And number 4 is probably one of my favorite Marauder, is Sirius Black. I fucking hate Bellatrix now. I used to like her. That sounds weird. But yeah, she used to be one of the great characters that I love. Evil. When she killed Sirius Black, I have now made it my goal to absolutely hate her with all of my guts, because I just loved him. Again, he was Harry's godfather, and basically the only actual real family he had left. And when you see him go through the archway in Order of the Phoenix, and you can see Harry screaming, but it's the fact that you can't hear him scream. The music's over his scream, so you can't hear him. You just see him moving, and then Sirius is one of Sirius's oldest friends, is holding him back. You just think, you can tell he wants to run after him too, but he can't. He's got to be there for Harry too, and it's just really sad. And actually, I read somewhere that they had to put music over the screaming because Daniel Radcliffe was like screaming so loud out of pain and stuff like that, and I just think that's just, it hits me. Number 3 is Severus Snape. Severus Snape's death was probably, it was awful. Like, I think because like you spent all the movies and books absolutely hating Snape, basically, after how he treats Harry and how he treats Neville, and like just how like the way he ends up, like, it is hard to like, but then like when obviously you find out he's been spying on all the Death Eaters and stuff to try and get more information out of them so they could find more ways to beat Voldemort. We just think after all, I just think he wasn't really so bad, and then when Voldemort orders Nagini to kill him, and you just see the snake attacking him, and there it goes again. You just see him attacking him, and the way like Harry comes after him to make sure he's okay, and the last words he speaks, it's to Harry, is, "You have your mother's eyes." You can then tell he's always cared for Harry in the end, and he always cared for Lily. And again, it just makes you really sad. If you're not a Harry Potter fan, 1, why the hell are you watching this video? And 2, you don't understand the pain that is felt during these. Number 2 is probably, if this didn't upset you, even if you're not a Harry Potter fan, if this doesn't upset you, are you sure you have any real human emotions? And because number 2 is Dobby. My lord, did that make me cry. Like, Dobby was probably one of my favourite characters. He was just always there. Again, it's always the ones that are there for Harry that end up getting killed off. But Dobby, like, in the Chamber of Secrets, when he gets introduced, like, he tries to save Harry's life so many times, like trying to get him out of Hogwarts because he knows something bad's going to happen. You just think he is legit, because he was working for the Malfoys at the time, and then they could be really like abusive to him. Like, basically he's risking everything to try and save Harry. And at the end of the Chamber of Secrets, Harry says to Dobby, "Never try to save my life again." And then in Deathly Hallows Part 2, he saves Harry's life again because they're about to operate out, and Bellatrix, again, and the reason why I absolutely hate her for this, there's a knife and it ends up hitting Dobby, and then like when they land on the beach, like Harry's like, "Everything's fine now, everything's good," and then you just hear Dobby's voice saying, going, "Harry Potter," and you turn to him and you can tell in the tone of his voice that something's wrong and something absolutely awful is about to happen. And then obviously he falls into Harry's arms and he saved his life again, and you just think, it's just so sad. Oh. And now, at number 1, probably, this is like favorite, probably, I hated this death, honest. You do not understand, unless like you're one of my really good friends, you do not understand how much this death tore me apart inside. And at number 1 is Fred Weasley. I hated his death. His death was probably the worst for mine. Like, again, in the movies, I think I watched the Deathly Hallows Part 2 with a friend. They didn't even realize Fred was dead. Like, they didn't even realize until like I mentioned it, saying, "Oh my gosh, this death really upsets me," and she was like, "Wait, what? Fred's dead?" But yeah, again in the book it explains much more. But when you see like the whole Weasley family just gathered around Fred's body, and the way Ron's crying over him, and George is just there. He's lost his other half. Basically, just imagine like losing one of your closest friends, or like again one of your family, and it just feels really sad. I find like it's really unimaginable thinking like how to feel. And about Patronuses, like there's these things that like protect you from basically darkness. You have to think of a really happy memory. George could never produce a Patronus again because all his happy memories were with Fred, and now it's just all gone. And that's my top 10 Harry Potter deaths. I'm sad now. I basically just made myself more upset than I normally am. But please give this video a like if you liked it. please comment again if you want me to do more things like this. More things like top 10 Harry Potter stuff or top 10s, whatever. I'll probably be doing like my top 10 ships about stuff. So that's just normal ships, it doesn't have to be Harry Potter. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Sorry it took me so long to like do another video, but this one's like 15 minutes long, so. Original Bakeey's video will be down in the description below. And I'll see y'all later, bye!